President Cyril Ramaphosa's remarks. This is how it went.
It's the first time that I've heard Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa being so hard-hitting on the issues not only facing the country but also facing the alliance. And as you've indicated, one of those issues starting off with the call from SACP members. And if you've listened to the live coverage and if you watch online on SABC, the SABC YouTube channel, you see that delegates continuously singing state power, Sayifuni state power, meaning that they want the SACP to contest the elections independently. And Ramaphosa saying that as the alliance, they must remain united, saying that there was blood that is behind building the alliance. The alliance was built through blood and struggle, and now is not the time to break the alliance. So quite hard-hitting on that. And but certainly, even after he was done with his speech, the Young Communist League of South Africa, they were quite adamant, and they just started singing the song again, Sayifuni state power, meaning that they want state power. And of course, he says that finally, when the party takes the resolution on that debate, they must pause for a while and think about the role that they need to play as the SACP within the alliance. We also heard from Begin Chalinchalu, who said that they still have faith in the ANC, while the Young Communist League's Lengane spoke about how a divided ANC cannot unite the alliance and cannot lead the alliance. And Ramaphosa went at length speaking about this disunity within the party, also speaking about Bell Pottinger, for instance, after they sent out their apology, remember sometime last week, speaking about the role that some of its employees have played in crafting the discourse that the country has seen within the ANC, especially leading up to the ANC's policy conference. And he says, Ramaphosa says, some comrades behaved as if they would die for these slogans that were crafted in London. And you'd remember, of course, that some of these slogans were white monopoly capital, radical economic transformation, and saying that some delegates at the ANC policy conference were willing to die for these slogans. But quite importantly, Natasha, is that he spoke about the Gupta allegations detailed in the Gupta leaks as well as what we saw happening a couple of weeks ago as well, where it was revealed that some 30 million rand was diverted through a Gupta-linked company which was working on the Vrede farm in the Free State, which was money that was meant for the Vrede farm because it is a Free State government project. That money went to fund what Ramaphosa calls a lavish wedding in Sun City about 3 to 4 years ago. And remember that is, of course, the Gupta family wedding, the controversial Gupta family wedding. Just listen to what Ramaphosa has to say as per these allegations that have come forward.
Even as delegates gathered to deliberate on these issues, more and more information was emerging about the extent to which our state-owned enterprises have been looted, how individuals in positions of responsibility have benefited from actions that at best can be described as being unethical, but at worst as being criminal. There is no single day, as we will all have observed as we read newspapers, that passes that we do not gain greater insight into a network of illicit relationships, of illicit contracts, deals and appointments that are designed to benefit just one family and their associates.
In there from the Deputy President, perhaps mentioning the Guptas really for the first time, Aldrin, but also big on the agenda is the leadership issue. What kind of changes can we expect within the SACP's leadership?
Well, certainly it doesn't seem that we can expect a lot at this moment. Begin Chalinchalu, who was also quoted by Ramaphosa at a later stage, said that you must know that when you contest a position, when there is contestation for a position, it is a contestation for position, not that you are contesting a fellow comrade. And that made me think immediately about what Solly Mapaila, the second Deputy General Secretary of the party, said at a press conference earlier this week, speaking about that you will not be contesting Blade Nzimande, because Blade Nzimande is the Secretary General, the General Secretary of the party, and expectations are that when there is a nomination for him to stand again as a General Secretary, you'd remember that he's been holding this position since 1998, that you will accept it. And for that reason, that's why Solly Mapaila is not standing. However, though, when you listen to some of the delegates singing here, they are chanting Solly Mapaila's name, and some believe that he is a young leader that can take the party forward, and the likes of Blade Nzimande should step aside and allow Solly Mapaila to lead the party. And we have heard from the Young Communist League saying that there is what he says, the media perpetuating this idea that Blade Nzimande is like Robert Mugabe, who's refusing to stand down. And he says that as the Young Communist League, they certainly still believe in the skills of Blade Nzimande.